Why is this? 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 I hate the way people drive. Hello everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Are We Making Any Progress in This Bus Bill? Today is a big day. Today we start work on the transition. I am going to trim this out of here now so that we're back to the rib, so we can connect rib to rib when we get going on this. So that's going to be my project right away. I'm also going to be trimming these out of here so that I can lower them back down to where they need to go. And hopefully we got time. We're not staying here too late today, but we'll come back tomorrow and we'll get all these transition pieces in. Christina, she's going to be working on the roof line, getting all the rivets in along the top where the roof line is. So she's got to stand up on a ladder. I brought a platform ladder from work, say that's 7 times fast, and it'll give her a little bit more stability because she's not the most comfortable up on the ladder, especially 8 feet up in the air. So that is the plan. I guess I might as well get the tarp off this thing and get going. Now we got a big hole in the bus.
Yeah, he thought we were all through.
So we got it all cut out. I just need to trim it along here. Trim it right up against the rib, smooth it out, take the sharp edges off with both sides. And then Dad and I will start working on that steel. Can't wait to get that all enclosed. We have run into a snag with the rivets along here. Nothing is really lining up smooth. Simply because every second rib does not have rivets in it for the roof. So the closer to it we get, here's a perfect example. This one over the wheel well. Look how far away it popped. It's a good inch away. So when Christina's trying to rivet it, trying to drill the holes, it's just not working. You can't get the tin tight enough to the rib or to the angle iron. So what we're going to do right now is throw a ratchet strap up and over the bus and put a couple of blocks up along here so that we can pull that tin down tight, and then she can have an easier time. My brain is shorting out. I had food poisoning a couple days ago and I have not quite recovered. We are having a very hard time figuring this out, getting the angles right from here to the top, but I just watched a video of someone who I'm trying to model this after, and I figured out what we're doing wrong. So first we'll get this ratchet strap thing figured out. I hate the way people drive. Anyway, it is 20 to 6. We have had an extremely trying day. The tin on the roof has popped out a lot farther and we're having to use a ratchet strap to pull it in. I explained that already. That is working. The rivets we're using, because they're a closed rivet, you have to make sure you've got the right grip range on them. So that we've worked out.
And we can show you tomorrow.
What?
And we will show you.
We'll show you later, yes. And the template for the posts in the front took my dad and I forever to do, to get the angles just right so that we could match it onto the steel. We made it out of wood. I've chewed up $12 worth of wood building the stupid thing.
Oh, so like 4 feet of a 2x4.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't record any of it because I was frustrated and mad, and you guys don't need to see me frustrated and mad. But we got it figured out. So we'll come back tomorrow morning. We didn't want to be here too long today anyway, so.
Yeah, I have rock climbing tonight.
Yeah, Christina's going
you
rock
might
climbing.
see some of that.
Maybe, if you record yourself. And the kids and I are going to chill, maybe watch a movie. You're not going to see any of that. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, and you can continue on with the rivets, and Dad and I will get that frame in there hopefully tomorrow. And then we're good, and we can make our template for the tin, and then we're good until we get the tin. Okay.
And that's why I did this a number of years would have been like, because I'm so afraid of heights. And for me, a lot of it is figured out that before heights comes on. Once it's clear safety, then I'm okay.
Try using your right arm up there. There you go. Now you're in balance.
I wouldn't let them go a million times. Like, just the thought of them being on
Well, you got this.
Good job, you guys.
I can't go anymore. Shake your arm out. Take one arm and shake it out. Yeah. Get some blood in those hands. Then the other one. Try a little more. Go a little higher. Nice. You got this. Push with your legs. Push with your legs.
Good job, Jamie.
Way to go, guys.
We're back.
Good morning. Sunday morning, we're back, continuing on where we left off yesterday.
Cheers.
We only have so many rivets left, so Christina can only do so much. But we seem to have it down to a science now, what we need to do. My goal for today is to get this frame built up in here. Dad and I are going to build the frame for up in there. That's the goal, eh? Once that's done, we can make a template that we can have tin cut. We are getting tin cut to size and measure so that we're not having to fight with it ourselves. It's costing us a little bit more, but
Saving us an aggro.
it is saving us in a lot of aggravation, yes. And that's what we're doing today. Oh, and probably if we get a chance, I'm going to put the rain drip thing. What did we ever call that? Drip railing. and then once that is welded up in there, we can probably put the rest of the windows in, which would be nice. And then all we really need to do is get that template done.
We'll see how I do with rock climbing arms.
You have seen the video. I just played it, so I'm going to put it in at the end of yesterday's. So you've
But
seen
that
the
was
video.
like the last one I did. That did not include the other ones I did.
And don't fault the person that took the video for taking it in the wrong orientation. It wasn't their fault. They don't know. We are going to, because of these weird angles, we can't use the chop saw. So we're going to take our steel in the good old Sears Workman. What is this thing called? Oh, it's a Black & Decker. You've all seen these. You probably all have one. We're just going to put the template down, bring it right up to the end. We sharpened a soapstone. We're going to mark it out where it needs to be, and we'll just cut it straight down with an angle grinder with a zip disc on it. Covering yourself with sparks.
Get a shade.
And it's just that easy. Do I have it facing the right way is the question. should go right like this, right?
Holy.
Or do I? No, I have it the wrong way. So we need to just trim a little bit off the end, just shave it a bit. Fits perfectly up here.
It's right tight against the top here.
No, it's not at the top there. We just gotta grind the end off a bit.
Which end you mean? The
Off
face?
the face here. Yeah, go up there. Oh, there it is. It was not overstring.
Yeah.
I think that's far enough in.
Nothing get much better than that.
I mean, I'm not centered here, so there's
Yeah, but
center.
Here, there. We can.
We should trim a little bit off of it. And just like that, we cut and test fitted the first 3 pieces to go in the center and the 2 sides. Center one goes dead center, and the sides ones, they go on either side of these top support beams. So we're going to tack those in right away, and then we need to figure out the corner of each side. And of course, across the tops there, but we'll get it. It's coming. There we go. First 3 supports for the transition are in, welded solid. We are now going to make the 2 pieces for either side, and we're trying to decide if we're going to put any cross bracing in here. I don't think we need it. There it is. 7 pieces structural support throughout the top. Get the tin all set up for that. And we managed to get the drip rails in place for either of the windows up here. We have to put the tin on the outside of the ribs like all the rest, but I don't think we'll do those today. Getting late and getting tired. Back at the bus this evening just to get the template made for the tin for the transition. So not too much to do, just got to climb up on the roof. We're going to use vapor barrier and duct tape it down, and then we can see exactly where we need to make the template, so it should work out really smooth. I'm going to cut vapor barrier to fit in this section here. It's just the reason we're using vapor barriers because we can see it through exactly where we need to draw the lines, and then we'll be able to have the tin cut to fit perfectly so that when we lay it back out, it'll just kind of drop right back into place. I guarantee we're gonna have to trim it in some spots, but it'll really cut down on the time. So we just taped this vapor barrier plastic on, and we covered the side of the bus, and then we're just drawing. It's just outside of where we want it to be, and that's where we'll get them to cut as straight as they can, and then we'll bring it up here and we'll start trimming it to fit as we go, and as we're bending it around we'll trim it with the grinder and a zip disc and whatever we need to, just to get it drop into place. So that's it, easy to draw. If I can find the video that I saw the guy doing his transition when he did that, if I can find that video again, I will link it down below in our description, because man, what a great idea. Obviously we're going to have to trim it and make it fit just right, but it gives us a much closer base, you know, much closer beginning, so that when we put it all in there, it's just going to be just trim it, and then away it goes. And that's it for this week. We won't see a bus video next week. We are heading out for the May long weekend. We'll probably see a camping and hiking video, which is what we really like to make, but the bus is all consuming. That's it. See you later.